Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is After Apple Picking, written by Robert Frost. This is my second lecture pertaining to this poem, and in my first lecture we have discussed the poem, and in this poem I will summarize the poem, and we will discuss the symbols and other poetic devices contained in the poem. Dear students, the summary of the poem is as under. In this poem, Robert Frost describes his sleep and dream after a long or hard day of apple picking. The poet has picked up a large number of apples. He has filled a barrel. There are still so many apples left on the apple trees in the garden. His long two-pointed ladder is still sticking through the trees. The poet feels exhausted and tired. He wants not to do this apple picking business again. He is overpowered by sleep. Feels winter approaching. He feels pain in his instep mark because he had spent hours on the steps of the ladder. Morning, when he wakes up, he sees a pan of glass. A pan of glass means a sheet of ice on his drinking trough. He skims it and separates it on the green grass in the lawn of his house. It melts and breaks. But again, poet is overpowered by his sleep. Now his dream in sleep takes another form. He dreams of apples, magnificent apples, magnified apples, large apples, to bosom, and he hears rumbling sound of apples, rumbling sound of load on load of apples falling in the cellar. He feels fragrance and scent of apples in his dream. He knows that apple picking business is a difficult one because it needs utmost care in apple picking. If one fails to pick the apples, they will make a heap and would be rendered, will become spiked or bristled, and would make a heap only fit for the cedar. Finally, poet compares his sleep and thinks that whether his sleep would refresh or rejuvenate him like the sleep of woodchuck which hibernates during winter. On the deeper level, the poet Robert Frost thinks about his imminent death, which is symbolized by sleep. Now this is symbolized by sleep. Now the poetic devices, as I have already told you that the poem is full of symbols. This symbolism or symbols in the poem are here. First of all, after apple picking refers to any completion of any human task, and then there is ladder, 2-point ladder. A ladder, this ladder signifies success. There are these rungs or steps of ladder. These steps of ladder, these signify stages of success. Now there are apples. These apples signify our aims, goals. Now there are dreams. These dreams signify our desires, or our ambitions. Now there is barrel. This barrel signifies our opportunities. It signifies our opportunities. Now there is also a half-filled barrel, an empty barrel. It signifies our missed opportunities. Those opportunities we have missed opportunities. Now there are bruised, oblique, spiked apples. Apples signify aims, goals. Bruised or spiked apples, which have made a heap in the garden, and that heap, according to the poet, is only fit for the cedar or juice. These bruised or spiked apples, these signify our failures in life. Our failures in life. Our failures. Now there is harvest. The poet says that he had made a good harvest. He had picked up a large number of thousands of apples. Harvest here means it signifies reward. And there is winter sleep. It is winter sleep. It means a stage of inactivity or stage of rest or stage of this inactivity. Now there is a metaphor in the poem. This pan of glass. Pan of glass. Shita, it is a metaphor. It is metaphor in the poem. The poet has also used alliteration. Alliteration is use of same sound at the beginning of each word. Here is the example of alliteration in the poem is the woodchuck would say. Woodchuck would say. It is the example of this alliteration, and there is load on load of load of apples. It is also an example of alliteration. Thanks. Goodbye. Stay blessed.